I've put this video together to hopefully help you create a video presentation for your project. This will allow you to do multiple team members, and each team member can do whatever slide they want, or a group of slides. I'm using PowerPoint. If there's another method you want to use to create a presentation, that is perfectly fine. In here, just created 4 slides, and you'll see in the top right there is a record button. There's also a record tab here, and you can set where you want to record everything. I'm going to push the record button here, and you'll see that I changed to a screen that looks like this, and I'm going to start recording in a second. I'm going to put on my camera. You do not have to put on your camera. I just want to do it just as an example. You'll see down in the bottom right corner that the camera is there. I can blur it, or I can show the background if I want. All right, I'm going to push the record button, and when I do, you see it gives me a nice countdown, and now I can start the presentation. So here's the first slide. From here, I'm going to go to the second slide. And now here's the second slide, and you'll see that I'm in what's called a teleprompter mode. The teleprompter mode gives me notes on the top of the screen, so if I want, I can do that. It will help me make my presentation, which is kind of nice. And the notes you put in your regular presentation, I can show you where that is too. There's also presentation mode and slide view mode. But teleprompter mode is really nice to use. Other things you can do is you can use a laser pointer and point at different things. You can also draw on here with things if you want to show things that way. I'll go back to the laser pointer. When you're all done, so now let's say I am done with my presentation part, and I want the next person to present. I will save it when I'm done now, and I will first stop it, of course. So let me stop it. I'm stopping it. If I want to retake it, I could retake it if I want on the current slide or all slides, but I'm going to leave it here. I'm not going to export it this time. I'm just going to save it and then email it to somebody. So I'm going to go back to my edit, and I'm going to do a file, and I'm just going to hit my save button. So now it is saved. Now I'm going to close it, and I'm going to email it to somebody, and then when they get it, they can open it up. They'll open it up, and when they do, they'll see at the bottom this recording here on the first screen, and they'll see the next one. So then they would go to the one that they want to record on, which would be this one. Down here in the bottom is where I put some notes for that teleprompter mode, right? The other one didn't have any notes, but this one you'll see when I come up with it, will show this in teleprompter mode. So now I want to go back to record. So now I'm back in the record. I'm going to turn the camera off, and I'm going to go to record, and now I am recording. I'm now recording the next slide. One thing you want to do is make sure that when you're done, there was that recording picture of myself. Otherwise, it comes up with a little speaker down at the bottom. You don't want to talk when you go to the next slide right away, because there's a transition and it won't record during that transition time. So watch as I go on. You'll see that there is that kind of fade in. That time it won't record. When you are all done, stop the recording. I'll show you how to export it to save it as an MP4, and then save your presentation also. You can send it on to the next person, or if you're done, submit both the video and the presentation itself. So I am going to stop the recording here, and now I'm going to click export. I'm going to export it in this place where it is. I'm not going to do any customizations. I'm not going to browse. I'm just going to put it where it is. I'm going to do this, and as it's doing it, you'll see this bar will go across. I'll pause it until it's done. Okay, you'll see that it finished, and it came up with this video exported successfully. I'm not going to view it right now because I'm recording on a recording, which kind of screws this up. So I'm going to exit this section, and when I do, here we go, you'll see that I now have this speaker down in the bottom right corner on all the slides that I have made recordings, or a picture of myself if I've done video recording with myself. Again, you don't have to have a picture of yourself on your recordings. This is perfectly fine this way. So then when you are completely done here, you'll do a save, and then you can exit everything and submit everything. If, of course, you have any questions about this process or need any help, please let me know.